basket of hand knit socks waiting to be washed is spilling over. I think I am very tempted to try putting them in the washing machine again. My friend was saying that if I use the wool cycle and a cold wash then it should be okay. I've had problems before with a lot of them shrinking and just going really tight. A lot of the older ones, the first ones that I made, have absolutely no stretch left to them at all. I've kind of ruined them, so anything I've made after that I've just been hand washing. But I cannot be bothered washing all these by hand and then having to wring them all out, because wringing them all out, hey, is really hard on the hands and the wrists, and I really don't enjoy doing it. So I think I may give it a go. Wish me luck. I have just received a very mysterious package in the mail. Not what I was expecting at all. Thank you card from a customer. Very intrigued, was not expecting this at all. It's a sweet little coaster for my cup of tea to go on. A little cat on it. Friends leave paw prints on your heart. That was really lovely, wow. I'm amazed at getting that. This is following my boxes that went on sale. There was a bit of confusion over adding in the extra yarn option, I think. So obviously this customer was really happy that she still managed to get her order, even though the whole process seemed to get a little bit muddled. I love the bag. I opened it really carefully so that it didn't ruin the packaging either. You know where this is going to go, don't you? That's going to go in my journal. Really sweet. This is the East of India, which is a really lovely company. They make lots of lovely little gifts. So thank you, Jo. That was so thoughtful, and what amazing timing, huh? Good afternoon, it is now. It's Tuesday, the 24th of March. last night here in the UK we were told that we are expected to be on lockdown. So it's a very strange feeling today. Not that I go many places anyway, but it's just kind of strange now that we are actually being told not to go out unless it's essential. We can go for groceries, we can go out for exercise once a day. Obviously you can go out if you're a key worker going to work, or if you're going to help someone, you know, with their day-to-day living kind of thing. Yeah, it's all a bit strange. I'm kicking myself now that I didn't take all of my packages to the post office yesterday. I only took half. I thought we'd take the rest today, and I honestly thought that if we were going to get put under lockdown that we'd get maybe 24 hours notice or something, but we didn't get any notice at all. What I do is not essential, therefore I do not need to be going out to the post office unnecessarily, unless you're providing support, essential to support to someone, then what you're doing and why you're leaving your house is not essential. So I am not going to be going to do post office runs as usual. I have realised that I have got some stamps, so any orders that I have here at the moment that are under 100 grams will be getting a stamp put on them, and they'll be going in the post box, and we can do that when we go out for a walk or a cycle or a run or something when we're out for our allowed time outdoors, so I could do that no problem. My post office is actually inside a newsagent's and a convenience store, so the way I'm thinking is when I do go to buy milk, which I'm going to have to do once or twice a week, which I knew that anyway, if I go there then I can justify being in the post office. It's in the same building. The counters are literally next to each other. It's not a standalone post office. If it was a standalone post office I would not be going. It's as simple as that, but I can go to that shop for my milk, so kind of justifying that I can go to the post office then. That will literally be once or twice a week. I'm going to buy extra stamps when I do go, so that anything ordered that's under 100 grams I can just pop in the post box, and anything that's ordered that needs to go into the post office, so anything heavier than that or anything going out with the UK will only get posted at limited times. Obviously anything getting posted I would expect delays wherever you are in the world, so please be patient if you're waiting on any orders. And as far as I am concerned, my mystery boxes are going to be going ahead. I will get them to you one way or another. We may be a little bit behind schedule, I guess, in terms of by the time they actually go out, but they weren't due to go out till maybe the end of April, May anyway, so if you've ordered one, please don't worry, please don't panic, we'll get it to you. I've got the fabric here for the bags, so I can be working on those. I haven't quite figured out or haven't mustered the energy to think about working at the moment. It's just all too weird. Yesterday was Monday. We had a really relaxed day. We did a lot of exercise. I went for a run in the morning and Joshua came out with me on his bike. I went to the post office later in the day and he came again on his bike, and we had a long walk. Like we came the long way home. He was pottering about in the garden having a lot of fun yesterday and playing and stuff, and I just kind of took it easy. And today there's no plan. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not in the mood for doing anything. It's now the back of 12 o'clock. I've done some yoga. I've made some energy balls. Joshua has been onto his school learning website and printed off some of the activities that they've sent home, so he's going to do some of those later, I think. Yeah, absolutely no plans. I'm not sure. I feel really lost, like I just don't know what to do. We are allowed out for exercise, so I definitely think we should go out for a walk, or maybe on our bikes. Joshua cleaned up our bikes yesterday as well, which was great. The weather's great, so at least that is something. I think if the weather was terrible we'd all be finding this even harder than it is. I don't want this all to be about coronavirus updates, but I do think it's important to talk about it. I think that it's good to talk about what's going on in our country. A lot of you I know are in different countries and have maybe already been in lockdown, so you could maybe give me some tips, advice, hints, anything that you think might help us to get through it. You may not be on lockdown yet, but it may be coming, so if you have any questions about it you can ask. A lot of people are saying, can you still get out for groceries, can you do this, can you do that? We can go out for groceries, emergency, like medical stuff. You're not to meet up with people, obviously, you're not allowed to be in groups unless they're your family that you live with, stuff like that. Yeah, I think more things will become clearer in the next few days, and I think people are probably going to test it and find out that they aren't going to get away with testing it. I hope anyway. I hope they're going to be really strict about it. It was kind of odd when we got a statement last night from the Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who didn't actually use the word lockdown at all in his statement, although he said you're not to go out. And then straight after his speech we got a speech in Scotland from our First Minister Nicola Sturgeon, who was quite certain that we are on lockdown, and she used the phrase lockdown, so it doesn't really matter what words he did or didn't use. We cannot go out, we should not be going out. So yeah, I'm not making any excuses, I'm not going out unless we need to. We've got plenty of food. I'm going to use up all the fresh food. Once we've used the fresh, we'll go into the freezer and the cupboards. So I will be going to the supermarket. I know I'll have to go at some point, but I'm hoping not to have to go until maybe, it could probably last another 2 weeks, to be fair. We really could. We've got a lot of food, and the only exception being to go and get milk, which you can't keep, what's the word? You can't stock up on milk because it just doesn't last. I do use milk alternatives for myself, but the rest of the family don't really enjoy those, so we do need fresh milk. I've still been keeping up with my Traveller's Notebook journal. You can see a bit more about this in my February vlogs when I started it. So I can't remember how much of February I showed you. I did a page for my sourdough. Again, you can see my sourdough adventures in my February vlogs. I actually made the starter myself, so you can see me doing all that. And you can see my bread success. I think this was still February. Decided to put a page in for the waffles because we got the new waffle machine. And this was just a February roundup, so these are the things that I did in February, and a little picture depicting some of my February stuff. Finished my socks. I need to get a photo of them finished, I think. I would like to put that in. So this is my March page. Yeah, I think that's really pretty. I like that a lot. They're like little stitchy marks, stitchy lines, which I thought was cool. Very appropriate. And this is my page for my fitness tracker. So you can see that I'm keeping up my running still. I'm doing quite well with that. And the yoga, trampolining has obviously been cancelled. Falkland Palace has been cancelled, which is really sad. I was hoping that I would still get to go. It would be such good therapy to be able to go outdoors. But lockdown is lockdown. So where are we today? We're on Tuesday. So I did a run yesterday, so I can add that in. I get a lot of satisfaction adding in my runs. I'm not quite sure if I enjoy running at the time of running, but I certainly enjoy the feeling once I've done it. And I did yoga today. Tomorrow will be a run again. I'm trying to do runs on alternate days. I would never do them on consecutive days because it's a bit too hard, and I've had knee problems before and I don't want that to come on again. These are some oven dishes that I saw in TK Maxx a while ago. It wasn't actually March, but it doesn't matter. And this is like a little vellum piece of paper. It's like a nice blue colour, so I wanted to add that in, and the colours are just so nice and fresh. So that's where I'm up to. Inspiration has kind of gone a little bit at the moment just with so much going on, but I have got a few ideas of what I want to add in. So I've been saving little bits and pieces. This was some wrapping paper that one of my birthday presents came in. I thought that would be nice to make maybe a little envelope. I think I showed before that I have got a little template for envelopes. Yeah, here it is. I just printed this from, oh, that would be the cat. I printed this off from Pinterest. I just searched for mini envelope templates, so I've made 2 different types, and I thought it'd be nice to maybe make an envelope to stick in my journal. Just, I don't know what I'll put in the envelope, but I just thought that was such nice paper, it would be nice to do that with. When I received the rose for my birthday, I showed you it the other day, came with a gift message and it's just printed on the back. So what would be nice would be if I could make a pocket or an envelope or something that I could put in the journal to keep a hold of the message. So I will do like a birthday page, and I've brought this through because it's definitely going to have to go in my little book. It's so cute. So I will just wait until inspiration strikes and I'm in the mood to do some more of my journaling. I don't want to force it, otherwise it won't come naturally and I won't enjoy it. So I'm just going to keep everything in my little baggy thing here. I've showed this before. I'll just zoom the camera out a bit so you can see it better. So this is just a little carry case, but it has so many pockets in it and it's just perfect for my journal. It's a little bit overstuffed really, but it's fine. I have so much stuff, so I'm just going to keep my envelope templates in there for when I need them. And I've also got a little pocket that has some photos in it that I've printed off, hopefully to give me some inspiration. So yeah, I'm not got major plans at the moment for what I'm going to do next, but there'll definitely be a birthday page in there. I think that's something that I will work on next. I have been continuing on my running journey. It's been about 6 weeks now since I started, and since I started it I have had a bit of a cough and a tickly throat, but I've had it for about 6 weeks, so I can feel it when I'm talking that I want to cough, but nobody wants to cough, do they? I just thought I would mention that because I can tell my voice keeps going a bit funny. But yeah, it seems to have lasted for ages. I think Joshua had a cough on and off for those first few weeks, and I don't know whether he's passed it to me and then I've passed it back to him and he's passed it back to me kind of thing. But it's certainly not a new cough and not a new thing. It's just a very tickly throat. I certainly don't have any other symptoms of COVID-19, so I'm not worried. But I just wanted to mention it because I do feel very paranoid about coughing or clearing my throat or doing anything like that, which I'm sure everybody can identify with. Certainly when you're out in public you do not want to cough, do you? I've been keeping a packet of mints in my pocket, and if I feel like my throat is getting a bit dry I've been quickly getting a mint before I cough and before anybody gives me any funny looks. I'm just going to sit and do a little bit of the jobs that I always need doing. I've had a new delivery of my discs, so my crafty corner is on one side, whoops, and on the other it's got my knitting nook. These are so cute. So this is a new delivery. I like to put a bit of ribbon in them, so I'm going to do that. I just got a really nice rose gold ribbon, so I'm just going to sit for 5 minutes and do a bit of this, and then I'm going to go and get some lunch, which Joshua has just offered to make me. I'm only having hummus and some veggie sticks and stuff like that, so that would be really nice having my lunch made for me. Having him home already is useful.